and shaking. I love it when you go crazy. You take all my inhibitions.
Hamish Blake and Andy Lee have been part of the Australian entertainment industry for 15 years. And tonight at the Logies, they are celebrating with their partners Zoe Foster-Blake and Rebecca Harding.
I mean, these public events are good or bad?
They're fun.
They're fun.
They're pretty fun.
Not very hard.
They're a bit, we say not very hard for us, but these guys get to have to prepare for it.
Oh, it's easy.
Zoe just went for a run, was like, oh, I just zipped into the dress. She's still got her sneakers on underneath.
Hamish's wife Zoe has her own public profile as an author and entrepreneur. They were friends long before they married.
Now, as I understand it, you met Hamish and Andy at the same time.
I did.
So the big question is, why Hamish? Why not Andy?
Our sense of humour is very similar. So as soon as we started talking, I thought, he's funny. I like that one.
Well, how do you describe your husband then? What words do you use to describe Hamish?
He's my muse. He's my business advisor. He's my creative support and bounce the idea sort of sounding board. He's a beautiful dad and husband. He's amazing. He's my best friend, and I probably don't say it to you enough, but I say it to everybody else.
I just need to get these tapes if we can. I'm a dinosaur.
You can't get me.
I can get you. I definitely can.
If there was one role to rival all others for Hamish, it's being a dad.
What are these magic shoes you've got on?
Come there.
With his joyful 3-year-old son, Sonny, life could hardly get any better.
Okay.
But it will when he and Zoe's second child arrives in a few months' time.
What's this?
Oh, you wanted to be on TV.
My goodness, look at you. I don't know, you're a good mix of mum and dad, aren't you?
Hi, Liz.
Hi there, Sonny.
Far away. Ask me anything.
Parenthood has changed everything, including Hamish's work.
There's just a lot of stuff where I just wouldn't be doing it now that I'm a dad.
Yes, so you've actually made a conscious decision.
Oh, yeah. And not that I think I was particularly, blasé about my life and personal safety, but it just changes.
Which means for Hamish, no more dangerous stunts.
And keep my cool in front of the tribe.
Have mercy.
Obviously not.
Like the Amazon bullet ant initiation ceremony, involving the most painful insect bite known to man.
There was nothing I could do to help him, so I essentially stood by in shock at the reaction.
The pain was excruciating and relentless, and in the end, Hamish was hospitalised.
Unbelievable.
You look a lot like a man now, though, just so you know.
I grew an extra testicle.
I hated that, and I knew they were doing it, but we were a different time zone, obviously. And I didn't hear from him for a long time because he couldn't text, obviously. But the producer just texted me going, we're at hospital, it's okay, everything's fine. I'm like, he's on morphine. I'm like, bad things. So I was pretty annoyed.
That could be a chapter in the Hamish and Zoe book. Bad things. I was pretty annoyed. Chapter 8.
Oh, the winner.
I did a very weak one yesterday.
I did a really strong one.
I saw it.
I think perfect match. Right there.
Exactly.
Rebecca Harding was a uni student when she first met Andy at a cafe 3 years ago.
She was the waitress, not a good one. I just witnessed 2 people complaining about her.
I spent so much time talking to customers. I knew everything. I knew the lady Sarah, and I knew about her dog Spotty, and
just forgot to put her order in.
Just didn't know what she wanted for breakfast.
But you hesitated.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he hadn't had a girlfriend in a while. He was Cleo Bachelor of the Year. I thought he was a bit of a sleazebag, maybe.
Thanks. That's nice.
Well, no, but he's a bit sweeter than I actually was picturing. Yeah. He's a really sweet, kind, generous person, which
this is not
I just
helping
thought.
the brand.
He's
I'm a tough guy. And
it was a lot sweeter than I was expecting.
Please don't turn the page.
Perhaps there was no sweeter gesture than when Andy wrote and published this book, especially for his nephew George. But it's no surprise to the Lee family, which strives to make every moment count.
Please don't turn the page.
That's since Andy's mum Margaret nearly died when she contracted the rare disease cerebral vasculitis 20 years ago.
It was just after Christmas, and you'd basically woken up, went to the toilet, and couldn't find your way back to your bed.
Wow.
And then from there, you were pretty much bedridden and lost your marbles.
But Andy was the one who
had to put up with it.
Andy had to deal with it all.
I think we were all affected. It was certainly a strange thing to see someone lose their way.
Margaret lost her memory and her mobility, and even today is still recovering.
So it was probably 8 months, 6 months where you were...
6 months she was in the hospital and...
Not quite with
4
it.
months.
So it affected us all. Like, we all saw...
Yeah, it's a
what she
powerful
was going
impact
through.
when your mum, something happens to your mum and you're all quite young still.
It's a strange thing to go in and we would introduce ourselves to Mum every day. She didn't know who we were.
She knew we were friendly though. She knew we were someone we could talk to, but there was a different scenario or setting in the hospital room each day.
It was hard because it was a long time. That was the thing.
Oh. The end result though is, I think, a very, very tight unit. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Action.
That strong sense of family also extends to Hamish and Andy's business.
Ryan and I were childhood friends as well.
Yep.
We're more teenage friends.
And adult friends.
And kept it going.
Mates Ryan Shelton and Tim Bartley are an integral part of the production company. Together, they are now working on their latest venture, True Story. Bizarre, funny, extraordinary tales from everyday Australians.
Bang like this. And I sort of jumped, and the doctor jumped, and the nurse jumped. The doctor has turned around and said...
Oh my God, is he dead?
And the girl, the nurse, she said, I don't know. I don't know.
Stories that are then dramatically played out by actors.
We made it. No thanks to this dickhead.
Sammy, you need anything? I got you, babe.
It's been over 2 years of thinking about it and trying to get it right, and we feel we've got it right.
Welcome to the world of ratings. Yeah. See, already going that.
Who knows? Like, you just go, I don't want to sound flippant, but like every TV show, it might work, it might not, and that's all right. But we hope it does. We hope people like it.
We like being scared of a challenge.
And their challenge tonight in Melbourne is keeping the fans happy.
Hold me, Aladdin! Hold me! I am your princess!
For a full 2 hours, they've been asked to raise their idols up and keep them up there. A big ask, yet there's no doubt the fans loved every minute.
Say this, I realise you are in the business of making people feel good. That's what you do.
That's a nice thing to say, but today I feel like we're in the business of people making us feel good.
Yeah, true.
And that was awesome.
Perfect answer.
That was awesome.
Well done.
Thanks, mate. Wow, well done. Was that fun? Can you say?
Enjoy that?
Can you say thanks for joining me, Liz?
Thank you, Sonny. It's been my pleasure.